The one and young trip of the G.O.D. Queen Cocktail. Yes, ma'am. How can I help you? You just gonna lay here? That's what you gonna do? Daddy would like to do a video, and you just... Yes. Okay. What are you doing?
Getting attention.
Fine. Whatever. Penny and Lizzie are here too. Welcome to Mega Man X Legacy Collection because a trailer just came out for this, and we as a family are going to watch this, I guess. We're going to watch this video because...
Yay! Woohoo!
You don't even know what this is. Do you even know what this is?
Not yet.
Okay, high five for the enthusiasm. Give me that.
Woohoo!
Okay, cool. Alright, high five for the enthusiasm. Paw.
Shake.
Paw.
She's like, no, my paws.
Well, you can have fine. Okay, I know. You wish to be petted. Alright, I'm not gonna stall any longer. I will try to explain Mega Man X to you the best way I can.
I'm familiar with Mega Man. I knew who Mega Man is.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't know if you were.
And he has, what, a co-partner that is in a pink metal outfit?
That's Roll, but Mega Man X is something completely different from that. It's the sequel series to Mega Man X, to original Mega Man, but there's a through line that is a very, like, at least that connects whatever it is that ultimately happens in the end of the Mega Man series, that connects it as a through and continuity thread into where Mega Man X begins, and then it goes into some pretty strange places. And speaking of those strange places, I am wondering about a couple of things I already know the answer to, but I'm going to give the trailer an opportunity to try to answer these questions. And also we have someone live in the field where we're going to get some more information about this video game and how everything works.
Okay.
You alright?
I'm cool.
Y'all good? Cause we gotta do this thing. You good? You good, baby? You good? We good, Wizzy? You good, girl? Penny just laying like when's food? Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, nap time or food? Nap time or food?
If only our lives as a human being could be as easy as sleep and eat.
It was when we were babies.
Yeah, I know, but we're adults, so
right.
I know.
We have to toil.
Yeah.
So let's see this video.
Alrighty. Now activating trailer.exe. Okay, the opening to Mega Man X. This is the where the title screen of Mega Man X1.
Oh.
The Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2. Okay. Mega Man X is back. Okay. Well, okay.
Where'd he go?
Well, he's been gone for some time. I think since 2006. Because I think that's when Mega Man X8 came out. But yeah, Mega Man X, Mega Man X2, and Mega Man X3. 3 games I've played on this channel. So if you ever want to watch me, travel back in time and play.
And 4?
I have not played Mega Man X4, and I really want to.
I like the graphics.
It looks pretty good. So, they're separated from the first 4 games for the last 4 games. Mega Man, Rockman X5.
And 6.
The game no one likes. I think it's okay. There's just some things wrong with it. I'll explain that to you.
And
this is the game that like almost destroyed the series, and the game no one knows is good. That is a really good Mega Man game. Okay, that look kind of. Oh wow, word for real?
Wow.
Oh, the Deus Sigma. That was part of a game I know won't be in this collection, but we'll talk about that after the trailer's over. Ooh. Ooh, you can play the soundtracks and stuff?
Huh.
Oh, a high quality version of the Deus Sigma. I'll explain that to you in a moment. Hold up. Actually, okay, stop. Okay, rewind. Okay, hold up. What did that say? It says something at the bottom of that, and I want to see what it was. Oh, originally contained in Mega Man Maverick Hunter X. Mega Man Maverick Hunter X is the remake of the first Mega Man X game because the co-creator of Mega Man, Keiji Inafune, decided that Mega Man X had gotten so convoluted with all the changes to the story and the characters and the plot line that he would try to like condense it all and try to make it smoother, and that's what the Deus Sigma is, the leading up to the beginning of Mega Man Maverick Hunter X, with him trying to retcon a whole bunch of things, but it never got past this game. And the same for another game called Mega Man Powered Up, where he wanted to try to like bring the series back and like remake it, but they never got around to the game people really wanted. But
Okay.
so we'll continue. We'll continue. I just wanted to just give you that because I didn't know that's what they said at the bottom. Oh, they got trailers and commercials? That's kind of dope. I like that. Ooh. That's pretty cool. Own the entire Mega Man X series on your favorite console. What is my favorite console? Will it... Uh-huh. Brand new mode. Okay. What? X challenge mode. Okay. Oh, wait, hold up. That's Frost Walrus.
2 bosses at once.
What?
Ooh.
Why would I want to fight Chill Penguin and Frost Walrus at the same time? That's not a thing I ever wanted to do. Not a thing I thought of, but... And I guess you can fight Chill Penguin and Frost Walrus at the same time.
So it's on the Switch and PS4 and Xbox One and Steam.
And Steam, yes. Steam is PC stuff.
Yeah.
You're aware of Steam?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, so I've learned absolutely nothing but a whole bunch of stuff all at the same time. I learned a whole lot.
What'd you learn?
That this collection is missing 3 very important video games. That being Mega Man Maverick Hunter X, which we already talked about, and the 2 Game Boy Color games, which are very good games. I wrote a blog about the first one. I'll show it to you sometime. But both of those games are very good, because what a lot of people don't know is that the 2 Game Boy Color games are actually canon to the series, because the series, like, at least when you put the Game Boy games in the mix, is Mega Man X1, Mega Man X2, the first color game, Mega Man X3, and in between Mega Man X3 and Mega Man X4 is the second Game Boy Color game. Also not a part of this collection is Mega Man X Command Mission, which is a very great game that you only should play on the GameCube because the VS2 version is lacking in things for reasons and stuff that aren't explained here. So this thing is missing 4 important video games. And I don't really think they finna make a Legacy Collection 3 with those 4 video games in it. And I really don't think it's really that hard to emulate a Game Boy video game, so that's laziness. The PSP game, I can understand that. You can buy that on PSN if you want to for like $6. Command Mission, somebody would have to do some work, but no one wants to do work, so that is what it is. You looked at me as if you had a question. You had a question?
Well, is it maybe a copyright issue?
No, it's not. It's laziness. Because the Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 or 2 had similar issues. The whole complete series of Game Boy games are missing, especially Mega Man V, which is probably one of the greatest video games of all time that is like completely secretly slept on. Also, that collection did not feature Mega Man in Base, which was the kind of technical sequel to Mega Man 8, so it's weird, but somebody could have took 2 seconds to translate it because there's a translated ROM on the internet, and that translated ROM has existed for a decade. So no one wanted to do any work. So this is more laziness. I'm going to buy this with money because I just want to play Mega Man X on something that I don't have to go downstairs, dig in a box, find my copy of the original Mega Man X, hook up a Super Nintendo, and then play it. So, for the lazy part of me, I can appreciate this. As someone who appreciates the lore and the legacy of this series, is that is laziness when you don't include games that should be in it. Is she okay? She's fine. She's just in her. She's in her layer.
She's like, pet my belly. That's all.
Pet my belly. Alright, fine. I'll pet you so you don't feel one. Anyway. Moving right along, we have Kellen from Capcom Unity, you know what I'm saying? We have him live in the field. We're going to learn some more about this collection, about release dates and things like that. I know the end of the trailer said the release date was July 24th, but let's just pretend, right, for the sake of that we are in the newsroom, you are my co-anchor, and we're going to throw it live in the field to somebody. I will be speaking for this person. This person does not work for us in any way. We do not pay him. We don't care you exist. You just have information that we need to tell the people in the streets about, and we just gonna do that. So, is it all right? Is it okay if I throw to Kelly in the Capcom Unity? It's okay? Alrighty, now we're going to throw to Kellen over there, out there in the field some damn where. Kellen, hello, Triple, how's everything? Everything is fine, just get to the damn news. Okay, alrighty. let me get my news together. It's okay, Daddy's fine. Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2 launched July 24th. Get ready to roll out, Maverick Hunters. Join X-Zero and Axel in 8 incredible adventures when Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2 bring the future of 21XX to PlayStation 4, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and PC this July. As part of Mega Man's 30th anniversary celebration, I'm happy to announce that all 8 Mega Man X games will be coming to modern platforms via 2 collections. The Mega Man X Legacy Collection, which regardless, Mega Man X Legacy Collection that we already know features the first 4, and Legacy Collection 2 features the back 4. And both will be available beginning July 24th for just $19.99 each digitally. In North America, fans can also grab a retail bundle for $39.99 and a combo pack that includes a disc for each collection on the Bone and PS Quadruple. For Nintendo Switch, the pack will include a cartridge for the first collection and a digital download voucher for the second collection. Wow, that's stupid. You really telling me, hold up, that with everything these feature, you can't fit 8 X games on a single Blu-ray? Sounds kind of shady to me. Sounds like somebody's trying to get to these big bucks. I'm just saying, man. I'm just like, well, okay. The last time somebody tried to put 8 Mega Man games on a DVD, it came out really, really bad. That was called the Mega Man Anniversary Collection, and it's one of the worst things on this franchise ever. Okay. Because no, I'm going to explain this because I'm in the mode right now. The Mega Man Legacy, the Mega Man Anniversary Collection, included 8 PS1 games. You telling me you can't put 8 PS1 games on a disc, translate them correctly, and have them work correctly without slowing down, and then having arcade versions that completely suck? I don't know. So maybe they separated them this time or something. And the Power Battle and the Power Fighters still not on anything. Well, that's not technically true. If you have a Japanese PSN account, you can get a PS2 classic on PS3 with Rockman Power Battle Fighters for like $20, I think. In yen. Anyway. Set in the year 21XX, Mega Man builds on the groundwork of the original Mega Man games while taking a slightly darker and more serious approach to storytelling in a future filled with Reploids, human-like androids with independent thought and free will, and Mavericks, Reploids that have turned against society to cause harm and destruction. While retaining the ability of his predecessor to claim the weapons of his defeated opponents, X has a number of new capabilities, including the ability to slide down or jump off of walls, equip new armor pieces to augment his abilities. 8 action-packed adventures span X's journey from B-class novice to Maverick Hunter to an S-class pro with the addition of the cool and collected Zero and the hot-headed Axel as playable characters in later entries. The playable characters, you don't get to play as Zero until Mega Man X3, but for real in X4, and we don't see Axel to Mega Man X7, just letting you know that information. Anyway, the crisp, clean sprites of Mega Man X through Mega Man X6 look great on modern televisions with optimal smoothing and CRT filters available to customize how each game looks. You can also play each game in the original resolution, switch to full screen while preserving the aspect ratio, or switch to widescreen mode. The 3D models of Mega Man X7 and 8 haven't been left out, with both games giving sharp, improved visuals for modern consoles. Included with both collections is the Deus Sigma of video originally included with Maverick Hunter X that explores the origins of series antagonist Sigma and the rise of the Mavericks while shedding light on the events leading up to Mega Man X. That is completely untrue. Completely untrue. Completely. The Deus Sigma is supposed to set up the remake to do whatever it is what he want to do, because the The Day of Sigma does one important thing that the series didn't do to Mega Man X6, and that was kill Dr. Kane. Dr. Kane is the guy who found Mega Man X and was like, yo, Dr. Light did all of these things, and then stuff comes out the ground. So yes, this is complete BS. Someone who works at Capcom not doing their due diligence or a job. Oh wow, I'm really surprised. I am really surprised that you would sit up here and say that the Day of Sigma is canon to actual Mega Man, which is untrue. It kills a character in 20 minutes into the movie that came on a PSP game that the series didn't do to 6 games in. I care very much about this. Mega Man X canon is very important to me. So when you say things like this, it angers me just a tad. But anyway. You'll also be able to check out vintage trailer for every Mega Man X game, a museum full of art, and a variety of goodies including toys, trading cards, music collection packages, keychains, and plenty more featuring the cast of characters from the Mega Man X games over the years. If you're in the mood for whaling the 16-bit cards of Mega Man X through X3, then you're in luck. Both collections will include a full contract for all 4 games, including each one. There are even brand new tracks created for Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2 to check out, and incredible remixes of memory music from each game. Speaking of, some of those tunes are for a brand new mode, X Challenge. Have you ever laid in the wake of bed dreaming what it's like to face Chill Penguin and Frost Wars at the same time? Well, you won't have to wonder any longer, as this brand new mode for Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2 will pit you against pairs of classic Mavericks. Take 3 weapons with you into battle or defy the odds with a buster-only run. Okay, I will take the time to explain this. This is not technically the first time the series has done this. There was this game back in 93 called Mega Man The Wily Wars. And the object of this is that the Mega Man X The Wily Wars had the first 3 Mega Man games, and once you beat all 3 of those games, it opened a new special mode called the Wily Tower. And what you could do, entered in the Water Tower, you could beat up 3 robot Mavericks based off of characters from Sayuki Journey to the West that they made up. But what was important was you could choose any weapon from the first 3 Mega Man X games, from the first 3 Mega Man games, and that includes different adapters and things like that. So not the first time the series has done this, but it's the first time where False Walrus and Chill Penguin have been on the screen at the same time, and it's not a game called Mugen, so yay. Yay. I think it's pretty cool, so as long as they get, Blaze Heatniks and, some other Fire Maverick or whatever, it'll be okay. Anyway, even the most diehard X fans will have their skills put to the test, and even the least threatening Mavericks can surprise you when they're teamed up together. Are you an S-Class Maverick Hunter? With additional leaderboard support, you'll be able to compare your best time and see how you stack up. Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2 will be coming to the PS4, the Xbox One, the Nintendo Switch, and PC on July 24th digitally for $19.99 each, and as part of the special retail bundle in the United States of Trump for $39.99. For even more Mega Man goodness, please check out Mega Man Collection 1 and 2 coming to the Nintendo Switch on May 22nd and now available for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And if that wasn't enough, the one and only Mega Man will be making his triumphant return later this year when Mega Man 11 comes out the end of the year and blah blah, Facebook blah. What have we learned here today? I'm just
that you have a lot of disagreements with Mega Man.
Yeah, I do. I love this series very much, and when it's misrepresented properly, I get very angry. When you don't show my Blue Bomber love, I get pissed off just a tad, right? I care very much for this series. Mega Man X1 is probably one of the most important games I have ever played in my life. It was the game that showed me that Mega Man was cool. I've explained this story. There are videos I need to show you about me telling my history of video games and stuff. Just so you know, to get you to play catch up. When I decided I wanted to get into playing video games with commentary and stuff like that, the first year I started, I chose a group of video games that best represented who I was, what I was about. I chose the original Super Mario Brothers and the 3 Mega Man X games. The first 3 on Super Nintendo. And also Kirby's Adventure. Because this game is super cool. But those games are games that defy me as a gamer because those games are important to me. Super Mario Brothers, the first video game I ever played. Mega Man X was the first video game that ever blew my mind. And Kirby is just Kirby. Like, I didn't immediately play Kirby's Adventure, but when I played it, I fell in love with it and Kirby as a character. And it shaped me the way I game. So, again, when Mega Man is misrepresented, I gotta defend family. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do that. So it is what it is. So, yeah. Ooh, you've got mail. I don't know what that is. I got mail. Don't know what it is.
Okay.
What's up, baby? What's going on, girl? Just want daddy to pet you? Spoiled, rotten brat. But I love you anyway. Thank you for joining me.
You're welcome.
You've learned a lot here today.
I have.
What did you learn?
You're very passionate about Mega Man.
Indeed. I am. Very much so.
Anything you want to add before you close out?
No, not really. I'm glad I have you here to... Wait a minute. There's one more question I need to put out in the ether. Will Mega Man 6 have his Japanese voice acting? I'm leaning towards hell no. Because when he was on the PS2, they couldn't even do it.
What?
Yeah, I'm like... Mega Man X4 has an infamous dub. What am I fighting for? It's an internet meme. Also, let me fill your dark soul with light. But that's Devil May Cry. That's completely different. But yeah, Mega Man X4 had a weird English dub. Mega Man X5 had a Japanese dub with subtitles, and the Mega Man X6 on PS1 had Japanese voiceover with subtitles, but then when they put it on the Mega Man X collection for PS2 and GameCube, it didn't even have the voice acting in it. But that collection is weird because it completely changed like how X5 works, or is it supposed to work? So you're only supposed to play the PS1 version of that. So I have no idea if they're going to have those same adjustments in X5 that determine whether or not you can like skip straight to the end of the game with no penalty to yourself. So that'll be interesting to play around with, once we do that. What's up, girl? What else did you learn?
I knew there was a lot of Mega Mans. I didn't know how many.
Well, we haven't got into like Battle Network and Star Force and Mega Man Legends. It makes me cry. He's still stuck on the moon. He's still stuck on the moon.
Stop whining. I
He's
can't
stuck on the moon, man. He's stuck on the moon. Oh, I'm cool.
Mega Man is stuck on the moon?
Mega Man is stuck on the moon, yes.
Okay.
Tron and Ro really miss him, but he's stuck on the moon, and they tried to bring him back down to Earth, but nope. That's a long story, but
okay.
Mega Man Legends really fun game. Anything else you learned today?
I'm good.
You good?
I'm good.
You sure?
I'm good.
Am I good? I need to play Street Fighter today. I really need to do that. I am going to do that. What's up, girl? What's up? Is it your gums?
Yeah.
Ew? Jean-Claude Van Damme. Oh, I love you too.
Are you going to end your video?
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
Nope. We're going forever and ever and ever and... The one and only Triple the G.O.D. Queen Cocktail. I'd like to thank you guys for joining me on another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On by Mega Man X Legacy Collection. Or I can just go downstairs and go play Mega Man X5 because that's probably the only way you should play that on a PS1. There's somebody's hacking Mega Man X5 right now to actually fix all the broken that's wrong with it. But it's broken enough for me that all I have to do is beat the intro level, press X 4 times and I can skip straight to the end. But then you have to do a whole bunch of resetting to hope the thing that you want happens, because the math on that is like, if you do it with, okay, I will explain that to you because I just want to explain it to the internet. Mega Man X5 is this weird thing where crazy things happen and they ultimately are supposed to lead into another sub-series of games called Mega Man Zero, and I'll show you that. But in Mega Man X5, you can skip straight to the end by saying that, because what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to beat 4 Mavericks and then they give you the parts for like a gun. This gun is supposed to like shoot through this big old thing hurling towards Earth, separate it, and then destroy it like boom and save the world.
Right.
You have a better percentage if you beat the 4 Mavericks, because if you beat the 4 Mavericks, it automatically launches the gun and anything random can happen. You have just as much chance in the random number generator to blow the thing to smithereens by doing nothing, by having it equally fail if you do everything. Once that happens, if you succeed by blowing it out of the sky, you skip straight to the end. If you fail, they're like, oh, well, your plan failed, you suck, let's try something else. We're going to stick Zero into a pod and we're going to fly him up to the thing and he's going to personally shoot. You then beat another 4 Mavericks, get all the parts to the spaceship, which is supposed to help Zero breathe or whatever, and then things happen. Either Zero survives or he dies. If Zero dies, which is actually canonically, allegedly supposed to happen, because Zero is supposed to die, crash back down to Earth after he's allegedly dead, stay dead for 100 years, and then fight against Neo Arcadia or something in Mega Man Zero. But then Mega Man 6 happens when Kiji and Ifune didn't want it to happen. It's a real long story. Let's just say that the odds of it, and I'm like, I don't think anyone on the internet even knows the math of how random it is to either destroy it with the Buster thingy or send Zero up there to kill it, but then it affects like the end game, because if Zero dies, you can't play as him later. And then it's also weird when you select a different character at the beginning of the game, you either get like broken armor or no, wait, that's X6. Either if you select Zero, you get the Zero Buster. But if you don't and you select X, then X gets like an armor he can use early on. It's just weird. Mega Man X5 is a weird game. I love it, but the randomosity of it all is just loopy. But yeah, I'm glad I could explain to you when you looked at me crazy as I spent 3 minutes explaining how random number generators work in a video game that's like 15 years old. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Turn this into a video. The one and only triple to G.O.D. Queen Cottontail. Penny over there stretched out. It's nap time. And Lizzie just wants to be petted. I'd like to thank all of you for joining me for another installment of Triple Guy Speaks On. I mean us. That was improper. Improper pronoun usage. I'm sorry.
I know, you just kicked me right out.
I didn't. I'm used to saying. I'm used to that. That's like, it's nature. Thank you for joining us on another installment of Triple the Guy. What'd you say? What'd you say? Everything? Everything? Mwah. I love you. Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whatever it was you just said. Can I end my video now, please? Look, the one on Triple the G.O.D. Queen content, I would like to thank you guys for like, what, the third, fourth time for joining us for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On. And with all of that being said, we'll holler at you guys next time, man. What are you doing? Okay. We'll holler at you guys next time, man. Peace out.